What is up, Taurus? How are you guys doing? Guess what time it is, man? It's time for your January 2025 main monthly reading. I was just telling Aries, man, that's so fucking nuts, man. That sounds so weird just saying that. Good God. All right. January 2025 main monthly reading for Taurus. So for those of you who need a personal reading, you can find all the information right down here in the description of this video. There y'all are. Okay. I accidentally turned the chat off for the Aries video. I've never done that before. So I wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally hit that button this time. Okay. All right. All right. So information for personal readings in the description. Let's jump into this. All right. I'm starting this off with those of you who are inquiring about somebody from the past. Past person Taurus is dealing with. Let's see what's happening in January. If you're not asking about a past person, sit tight. I'll get to your situation here in a second. Okay, ooh, the Strength card. Some of you dealt with a Leo, possibly. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. But it kind of feels like they're really seriously holding back. Like, seriously. Yeah, see, both of y'all still, don't let this person fool you, okay? Don't let them fool you. So I'm thinking that they're putting on a show for you. It's really important to them that you think they've moved on. Now, boy, I'm going to tell you what, right goddamn now they have not. No, they have not. This still weighs on them very heavily. But for some reason, and it's not really telling me why yet, they will go to their grave before they let you know that. But you still basically own all the real estate in their head. You own all the real estate in their head. But they're putting on a show, hoping to God that you're watching. Trying to make it look like they've moved on when they have not. Giving you the silent treatment. Now, I don't understand why. I'm going to have to look at their energies and intentions. Because this doesn't make sense. I don't understand why they're doing this. Real quick, the signs I have on the table. Leo, Pisces, Gemini. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay. There's still unfinished business here, or at least a sense of unfinished business. I don't know. I'll have to look in a minute to see if the business is actually unfinished or if it's just a miscellaneous karmic tie. Let's look at their deepest feelings and intentions. What's this person's actual deepest feelings and intentions towards you? King of Coins. Okay, Knight of Swords reversed, Hangman reversed. Wow, same exact message that came through. Same message. Same one. Even some of the same cards. With the Lover's card, Death card reversed. So the only thing that I can think here is that this is like a power struggle. Where, and I'm not saying that this is the truth, but in this person's mind, you have power over them. And you really have power over them if you know how much power you have over them. So they want perceived power over you. And in their mind, the one who has the power is the one who moves on. So, and again, I know this sounds silly and childish, but in this person's mind, if you think they've moved on and that they're over it and they're happy, that will give them perceived power over you. I know that sounds so stupid because it is. But that's pretty much where this person's mind is. But like I said, you own all of the real estate in this person's head, all of it. In a way, I think they're kind of hoping that you'll come chasing after them. But I warn you, they're not waiting on you with open arms. Oh, no, they're not. They're waiting with their guard up, ready to go to battle and go to war. Which, again, if they have such strong feelings for you, why the fuck are they taking that stance? This has karma written all over it. I'm not going to lie. Now, I don't think you all were karmic soulmates when you first came together. It's not indicating that. But even if you weren't, you are now. So let's get the advice on this. What's the advice for Taurus with the past person? What's the advice with Taurus and the person from the past? Well, all right, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not do, but I am going to tell you this. If you want communication with this person, it's going to have to be you that does it. But know this. If you do come forward and reach out to this person, they will assume power over you. And they will more than likely play with that power, or at least try to exercise that power. So ask yourself this. Could, and this is just a question for you to ask yourself. I don't care what you tell me. Don't bother telling me anything. You ask yourself this. Could this person trigger you if they tried? Could they? It's okay. No judgment. Nothing wrong with that. If the answer is yes, they could, I'd stay away from it. It's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a stupid person. Just you want to be aware. This is when you hear me all the time. I say enter into a connection with a sense of energetic awareness. This is what I mean by energetic awareness. Are you aware of your energy? Am I aware of what could possibly happen? Am I aware of my energy enough to know that this person could trigger me? If they could trigger me, and I know that, and I'm honest with myself about that, I'm staying away from them. Staying away from them. That's energetic awareness. I don't avoid conflict because I'm afraid of you. I avoid conflict because I'm afraid of what I'll do to you if I lose my temper. You know what I'm saying? That's energetic awareness. So just take that information and do with it what you will. All right. Let's now take a look at the current person, the current long-term partner. Let's see what's happening with the Tauruses who are currently in a long-term relationship. If you're not in a long-term relationship, this is not for you. If you are in a long-term relationship and you are not experiencing problems, this is not for you. What is happening between Taurus and the current long-term partner? Ooh, the Sun cards. Y'all are trying to work this out. That's good. That is good. Ooh, but there's still a lot of unhealed heartbreak buried under the surface. Yeah, okay. So this feels kind of forced and fake. This feels kind of forced and fake. So Have you all been on and off with this person? If not, whatever it was that's happened between the two of you has not been processed. So now for some of you, there has been infidelity in the past or suspected infidelity. If there was infidelity, whoever was betrayed has not healed from it. But I mean, honestly, it feels like y'all are trying to work this out. Y'all are trying to maintain and build a life partnership. But I feel like it's kind of on the surface and a little bit forced and fake. Because deep, 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 deep down, the energy is still a mess between the two of you. 10 of Cups reversed. At least y'all are trying to work this out, though. So I'm not really seeing this ending. If you all were on the verge of an ending, it does look like that ending is being prevented. So I'm not seeing an ending happening in January. Let's see how the current person feels about you and what their true intentions are. How's the current person feeling about Taurus? Thank you, Erica, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. How's the current person feel about Taurus? See, they don't want this to come to an end. They do not. But they also I don't think they know how to be a team. So there's a certain amount of what it takes to build a life partnership that requires teamwork. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. You know, if you're going to build a life partnership with somebody, there has to be a level of teamwork. Now, don't listen to anybody that says that it has to be this way or it has to be that way. You know, you should do this role and you should do that role. That's up to y'all. That's every individual connection is very different as to who plays what role and this and that. But the two of you, regardless of what role you want to play or whatever the case may be, the two of you need to agree on that shit. Okay? So I will pick up where you're slacking. You pick up where I'm slacking. Period. If I suck at this area of building things, that's your job. If you suck at this area of doing things, that's my job. And we come together and we agree on that. And we come together like gears, all greased up, meshing very beautifully. I don't think this person really knows how to do that. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who has some addiction issues. And it doesn't look like that issue. If you're dealing with somebody with addiction issues, I'm not really thinking that issue is resolving itself anytime soon. The demon that is causing that issue is not going anywhere anytime soon. But this person doesn't really want it to end. They don't. So, okay. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Could be an Aries. Could be a fellow Taurus for some of you. Okay, well, let's get the advice on this situation since we got the outcome in the first spread. What's the advice? Three of Swords reversed. Okay. Well, at least you make sure that you're processing through and healing from whatever's happened between the two of you in the past. Other than that, though, there's not... did I already give you all this in December? I don't remember. I know I gave one of the signs this same advice. There's not really much wiggle room here. You have one or two choices. Either walk away or step back and accept it for what it is and deal with it. I know that sounds kind of harsh and a little bit fucked up, but at this point in the game, especially if y'all have been together longer than 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, 10 years, whatever the case may be, especially, what you got is pretty much what you fucking got. It's kind of hard to generalize this because, again, every situation is very unique. But generally speaking, most of the big changes need to happen in the first 3 years. The changes that we need to make to come together and, grow together. Then once you're pushing 4 or 5 years, that's when 90% of the changes that we need to make to lay a solid foundation need to be made. After 5 years, I'm not saying that there are no changes that can be made. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is 90% of what you got is what you got after about 5 years. Again, there's exceptions to everything. It's hard to generalize that because every situation is different. But very generally speaking, after 5 years, 95%, 85 at the least of what you got is what you fucking got. So if y'all been together 7 years, 9 years, 10 years, 15 years, if you want this to work, your best bet is to step back and say, all right, fuck it. It is what it is. You is who you is. I can't change you. I'm just going to accept you for what you are and who you are. And I'm going to accept this relationship for what it is. And I'm just going to be thankful that I have a relationship and I'm just going to deal with it. It's about the only choice you had here because there's not a lot changing. Not a lot changing. So I'm not going to say that one choice is better than the other. That's totally up to you. Completely up to you and what you want out of life. No judgment. All right. All right, now let's take a look and see what's going on with the single Tauruses and the person that they're interested in. Let's see. I dug out a couple of old decks that I haven't used in a while. These are 3 specialty decks that come from Cyril Mercatti's special little Etsy store. And when you order one of these decks, it comes with a signed tarot card, a little custom deck. These ain't never going on eBay. Ever. Ever, ever, never, ever. So I just broke them out because I put those ones on eBay, so now my table's fucking empty. All right. Single Tauruses and the person they're interested in. What's happening? Uh-oh, 7 of Swords. Death card reversed. Fook. Man, there's too much back and forth here. I hate back and forth, man. It's such a headache. It almost kind of seems like you're trying to take action towards this. But, okay. Here's the hardest part about reading the singles in your love interest, okay? I'm going to have to divide you up into 2 groups. Group A and Group B. Group A is the group who have never said or done anything to indicate your feelings to this person. So you don't even know if they acknowledge your existence or not, And the best example that I have for that is the new hire that comes in at your workplace. And you think they're really hot, you're attracted to them, and you're hoping that they like you too. But you've never said or done anything. You don't even know if they notice you or not. That's Group A. Honestly, that's not the intention that I'm putting into this when I read this. I'm more leaning towards reading for Group B. And that's the group of you who y'all know. Y'all been talking. We've been talking. We've been flirting. May have even gone on a date or 2. Some of y'all may have even been fucking. So that's more along the lines of the intention that I'm putting into this. However, I'm getting a lot of Group A vibes from this situation here. This is kind of feeling like this person, for some reason, has no idea. They either have no clue that you're even into them, or no matter how much you try to express your feelings, they're not picking up what you're putting down. Maybe for some of you, the two of you just speak such a different vibrational language that they just do not understand how into them you actually are. So, wow, that's a mess. Let me just see how this person feels about you. How's this person feel about you? Person Taurus is interested in. Three of Cups reversed. Hangman. Fool card reversed. Okay. Damn it, I'm going to have to divide this into two groups again. Actually, there's three groups this time. Now we got Group A, Group B, and Group C. So remember, Group A is the group who you've never said or done anything to indicate your feelings. Group B, you have. You've been talking, possibly even dating, flirting, that kind of stuff. Now, Group C, I don't know how many of you are in Group C. But there's a Group C here. The Group C is those of you interested in somebody who's already in a relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you're part of Group C and you're wondering whether or not this person is going to leave their relationship for you, no, I don't think so. There may only be one or two of you in that group, but no, they are not going to leave the person they're with for you. No, they're not. So I had to get that out of the way. 8 of Cups reversed, 3 of Cups reversed, 3 of Swords. So I'm thinking, though, that for those of you in Group B, y'all been talking, y'all been flirting, y'all been dating. They do have an interest in you, but they also have an interest in somebody else as well. Now, I'm not allowed to spy on the close personal details of somebody else's personal private life. So I don't know if this is an ex or just somebody else they've been seeing on the side. But there is a third energy in here. There absolutely is. And they don't know who they want to be with. They don't know. They really don't know. This person's very conflicted. But still, even though they do have an interest in you, for some reason, they're not fully aware of exactly how you feel about them. So I'd be asking myself this question. Have you spilled your heart out and let this person know exactly how you feel? If you have, that's not a good sign, because this person does not understand what you're saying at all. If you haven't, you might want to think about opening up a little bit more to this person, because for some reason they are completely unaware of exactly how you feel about them. So they do have an interest in you, but they also have an interest in somebody else too. And they don't know who they want to be with. So, God, man, I hate it. I hate that when that comes through like that, dude. It's so draining. It's such a headache, man. Let's get the advice for this. What's the advice? What is the advice for the singles and the person you're interested in? What's the advice? King of Wands, Magician reversed. Well, I already gave you that advice. Okay. I already gave you that advice. For those of you who have not fully expressed your feelings to this person, you have not opened up and actually told them how you feel, you might want to do that. Okay? If you have, you might want to ask yourself, how long am I willing to wait to see where this is going? How long? Because I wouldn't wait too much longer. I don't think I would. By the time February gets here, if you've already told this person how you feel, I would be exploring other options by the time February gets here. I would. So that's all I can really say about that right there. Honestly, if you came to me for for a personal reading, okay? 99.9% of the time, the first thing I look at is the soul contract. That's the first thing I look at. So if this was a personal reading, what I would probably tell you if this energy came through is that the two of you did not have a contract in this lifetime, but you're creating a karmic tie in this lifetime. That's what I would probably say if this energy came through one of my personal readings. It does not look like a contract, but you're creating karma. Okay? Now, again, karma does not mean that you're doing something wrong. It does not mean that you're being punished for something. It does not mean that you have a price that you have to pay or any of that stupid bullshit. Okay? That's not what it means. It just basically means unresolved, unfinished business. Okay? From a previous lifetime. Now, the previous lifetime would be this lifetime in your next lifetime. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But either way, y'all need to have a conversation between now and February 1st. Y'all need to have a conversation. So I wouldn't drag the energy of this person into February if I was you. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.